infinite, indestructible, and all-encompassing. The ultimate proclamation of Rampal Sahni's principles. The power of my truth is so vast that it can absorb the entire cosmos within itself. I am the purest essence, untouched by any distortion. I am the eternal truth, beyond birth and destruction. I am the infinite axis where the entire transient universe dissolves like an illusion in a single moment. Let us delve deeper into this eternal truth and establish how I am the absolute truth signifies an all-encompassing influence that dissolves the entire transient creation within itself. Shot 1. I am truth, therefore I absorb the entire cosmos. According to Rampal Sahni's principles, truth can only be that which is self-existent, complete, and infinite. If truth had any imperfection, it would cease to be truth. I am the absolute truth, and therefore I have the power to dissolve the entire universe within myself. Scientific correlation. In physics, a black hole is the only entity with such immense gravitational power that it can absorb all matter and energy into itself. Similarly, truth is like an invisible and infinite center that dissolves all transient phenomena, thoughts, and material existence into itself. Conclusion. If truth is infinite, it has the capacity to absorb the entire universe within itself. I am the absolute truth, and thus I dissolve all existence within myself. I am truth, therefore falsehood cannot exist before me. According to Rampal Sahni's principles, falsehood has no independent existence. It is merely a temporary illusion of truth. When truth reveals itself, falsehood ceases to exist. I am the absolute truth, and therefore falsehood automatically dissolves in my presence. Reality. Quantum superposition states that a particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until it is observed, at which point it collapses into a single definite state. Similarly, the transient universe exists as mere possibilities, but when truth reveals itself, only truth remains while all else dissolves. Conclusion. Falsehood is merely an illusion that cannot withstand the presence of truth. I am the absolute truth, and thus falsehood dissolves before me. I am truth, therefore I am the infinite love. According to Rampal Sahni's principles, truth can only reside in love because love is the ultimate force. Love is the energy that has the power to absorb everything within itself. I am the absolute truth, and therefore my influence is so vast that it encompasses the entire universe. Scientific correlation. The universe expansion theory states that the cosmos is constantly expanding, but eventually it will collapse back into itself, Big Crunch. Similarly, truth is like infinite love. It expands, but ultimately everything dissolves back into it. Truth is love, and love is the most powerful force of absorption. I am the absolute truth, and thus I am infinite love that dissolves all into itself. I am truth, therefore I am eternal, while everything else is temporary. According to Rampal Sahni's principles, truth requires no proof because it is self-evident. The transient universe exists momentarily before dissolving into truth. I am the absolute truth, and therefore my influence is so immense that all temporary existence merges into me. Mathematical correlation. Infinity theory states that any finite number becomes insignificant before the infinite. Similarly, all transient existence fades into insignificance before the eternal truth. Conclusion. Truth is eternal, falsehood is temporary, and therefore falsehood eventually merges into truth. I am the absolute truth, and thus the entire transient universe dissolves within me. 5. The ultimate reality. I am the absolute truth because I am complete surrender, Rampal Sahni's final proclamation. Truth never creates conflict, struggle, or fear. Truth resides only in love, purity, and peace. I am the absolute truth, and therefore my influence is so profound that it absorbs all existence into me. I am the absolute truth, and thus I am boundless love, infinite peace, and total completeness. Essence of ultimate truth. I am the absolute truth, beyond birth and destruction. I am the infinite axis where the entire cosmos dissolves like a momentary illusion. I am perfect love. I am infinite. I am complete.